Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? So, it's only been like a day since I put out a video, but I feel like it's been longer because they've been like clip videos of like the puppy and, well, the puppy and the bigger puppy. I guess they're not both puppies, but to me they are. And I tried the live, and I've since, I think, fixed that issue. But anyway, so this is essentially going to be kind of a podcast again. Like, maybe this will be the next Hooks and Broomsticks podcast, which if it is, I don't remember the number that we left off on, but I will add that to the title if that's what I end up calling this. If it's good enough to be a podcast. How about that? So what have I been up to besides puppy mommydom? What shall I start out with? Oh gosh, it's been a while since I've podcasted. So I had the day off today, and I went to the post office and I sent out my gift exchanges that I'm going to be doing for Vlogmas so that it gets there. Because I'm doing, in theory, in plans, my intention is to do a video every day for Vlogmas. But the two ladies that I'm doing gift exchanges with may end up, it's the 12 days of Christmas, so they may end up doing it from the start of the month and do one every other day. Whereas I am going to do it, I think December 13th might be the day to start it, and then go through Christmas Day. Since I'm doing a video every day anyway. I'm not sure if they're doing it that way or if they're doing it from the 13th on, but I wanted it to get there so that they had the option. So yeah, I got that sent out. I picked up a couple Happy Mail items, one being my gift exchange back from Bella at Bella's Crocheted Gifts. Oh my gosh, I'm awful with channel names, but I'm pretty sure that's right. She'll be linked down below. I got her gift exchange box, and she said that there is some additional like goodies to open up. So I'm going to open that up in another video though, because I'll have a Happy Mail video. I had a second package. I had this package that I still have to open up, obviously, too. That is from Crafting Kitty. She will also be linked down below. What have you done, ma'am? Because I didn't know you were sending anything. So I'll open those up in a different video, but they're here. They arrived safely. Then, so basically, because of having not a lot of time with the puppies and because they're getting into everything, here and there, not like every single thing. They're not bad boys, but because the opportunity is there. I've been doing, as sad as it is, a lot of my crocheting at work. Like on my break, I get it out and that's what I do. I've been doing some here too, but a lot of it's been at work. So I basically have this crochet bag of goodies that I have taken to work with me. And I suppose before I show you the first item, I don't know if any of you guys saw the picture that I put, I think on the community post. It might have been in the Facebook group, but it was basically half of this hat. And if you remember the color, or if you remember from the colors, this is the same yarn that I used in my friend Andy's hat that I made, the guy who is the guitarist for the Nocturnal Affair. And there was enough left over that I had wanted to make myself a matching hat since we're besties, you know. But Maverick had gotten into it and it was just everywhere. Half unraveled from what I'd gotten done, and all the rest of the balls unraveled, and Maverick tangled up in the process. And so I had finally gotten that untangled, and got all the ends woven in, got it finished and woven in, I should say. So I have a matching hat with my bestie. So this got completed. This was one completed thing. But oddly enough, reaching now into my bag of crochet from work. Oh my gosh, I keep dropping stuff. You stay. Anyway, so oddly enough, I got this undone and finished, only to come home and find this is a knit crate yarn. This was Vitellana Silhouette. I don't know the name of it because that part has been chewed off. But this time, instead of Maverick striking again, the culprit was Mr. Otis. It is, whereas this was much less yarn, much thicker yarn, and not a natural wool fiber. Which I know this has superwash merino in it. I don't remember if it's 100% superwash merino, if there's something else with it. But this is fingering weight. This is a natural wool. So there's all these little wool hairs sticking off it to catch on itself. This one is going to be harder to untangle. I'm going to give it my best go. We'll see how it goes. He did not eat the matching one, just this one. And yeah, I thought I had my upstairs yarn room pretty Otis proof, and I did not. So that's what I get for thinking about that. It is a nice cloudy feather, but I should probably stop messing it up worse than it is. So that's going to be my next endeavor, is to get that untangled. Mostly at work, I did get this done, which if it's just a basic beanie in the back loop rows and then cinching it together and such. If you guys remember from my Vlogust videos, I had my friend Cameron in it, and he's the guy that I always call my little brother at work. And he asked me for a hat and fingerless gloves in autumn colors. So this is actually just, it's a Red Heart yarn. I don't have the ball band for it, but I do have two. I have two like skeins. Neither one have ball bands anymore. I think it might be just called Autumn, but I could be wrong about that. But I had two of them, and I let him feel them and everything because I know it's not like the softest yarn ever. I do think that when he washes it, it's going to soften up. I know like any blankets that I've made from Red Heart tend to soften up at least a little bit. And it should be nice and warm. So I got that made. So that's a plus. Now I just have the fingerless gloves to make, and they're just, I think I'm just going to do them ribbed also and done. One thing I did with this that I was pretty happy with is, you might notice there's a slightly larger rib, right? You really can't tell, actually. Can you? Maybe if you really, 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 really look, but I didn't sew this up. The only sewing I did was the cinching. I used my continuous join on this. I was very, very pleased with that. And it was just another row in the pattern. I like the way it's kind of pooling a little bit. I think that looks pretty cool. It's almost checkerboard from back here, isn't it? Or plaid looking. I think it's pretty cool. So that was a second finished item that I got done. And for those of you who watch my movie marquee videos or Sandy's movie marquee videos, you'll know that I am doing a, I'm not going to show it. You have to watch the movie marquee videos. But you'll know that I am doing a stitch from Creative Grandma. Sorry, I started picking little bits of stuff out of my yarn that Otis must have gotten in it. Anyway, not to be distracted. Anyway, it's a ripple stitch. It's linked in my movie marquee videos. I want to say it's called like Easy Fast Ripple or something like that. But that being said, I liked it so much, and I had to start doing, I've told you guys I have that drawer bin of scrap yarn out in the other room, and I want to get it used up. And the idea is to get things out of there, the bin out of there, like the drawers out of there, by summer, so that the air conditioner can go in the window that it's sitting in front of. So I started making a scrap blanket with that in it, and now none of my ends are sewn in, but here's how far along I've gotten. And it's obviously a bigger blanket than the movie marquee one is. So if you've seen that one, it is, I've actually stuck to like baby blanket / lapkin size. But yeah, so here's just like some of my scraps basically. And that's how far along it has gotten. I super like it. And we're coming up on Vlogmas, which is kind of, I know it's not like officially that or anything. So here's it in half. So in half, it's already still pretty thick. Anyway, or wide. But anyway, Vlogmas is like, I don't know, like it's, I don't want to say customary, but like it kind of is customary for people to do like scrappy blanket projects and stuff, just something cozy and beautiful and scrappy, right? So I figured this will probably end up lasting into my Vlogmas. I may have said Vlogtober. I meant Vlogmas before. But yeah, this will probably last into my Vlogmas time. It may last after that because I mean it is just a do it when I want to kind of thing. But I have got some scraps sitting in this bag, so when I go to work, I can work on that if that's what I so choose. So that is another like item that I have. Sorry, the jingle is my work keys because I just keep those in the tote. It's like a big giant purse at this point. This I probably won't take to work on. I'll probably just put this back up in my yarn room and work on it like before bed or something. The other thing that I'm working on, when I did a video the other day, and actually, if you guys watched it, I did get some comments, and I think all of them were positive comments. So I appreciate that. I hope that you guys liked it, but it's kind of like, I don't know if it falls into ASMR, but it is kind of just meant to be like a relaxing kind of like crochet with me. It was a video called like Crochet with Me, no talking, just crochet. And it's just me working on whatever I happen to be working on. And I have music on it and stuff, you know, just to be kind of like a little background, kind of relaxing, kind of we can crochet together and hang out. And it doesn't have to be an actual podcast or anything like that. It's just some relaxing time. So if you guys do like that, let me know. If you want more of them, I'll do more of them. Plus you get to see, I know every now and then after I've crocheted for something on video, people ask me like, how do you crochet like that and stuff? Because I do have a bit of an odd crochet stance. So it's like, you can refer to those videos again if you want to see the way that I crochet. If I'm not making a video at the time or a tutorial at the time, like, oh yeah, here's a video of just her crocheting. So you can see the odd way that I crochet. But in that video, I was making some hexagons and joining them, which Maverick pulled this down. So I have some puppy hairs in it at the moment. I've got to get out. But if you remember the Hirschner's Holiday Lights yarn I got in obviously these 3 colors, I decided we may not put up the big tree this year with the puppies being crazy butts, but I would like to at least get out my little tree and put that up at least in a craft room or something, just to have a tree to be festive. I always have this tree going on. I just pulled this one out. This is the tree that Damon got me like 2 years ago now. I think it's been in 2 Vlogmases, 2 different years, I mean. And it's usually like somewhere in the background or something when the time comes. But besides this tree, I would like to have just a regular tree up. And yeah. So I wanted to make a tree skirt. So this is the beginnings of a tree skirt that I am making. And I do plan to put a tutorial out, but the problem is the tutorial might come out late because of being a puppy mom. I have had no time to do the tutorials that I wanted. I had another Christmas decoration that I wanted to do also, and I haven't even started making that yet. But eventually it'll be out. It may just be out for next year instead of this year. But yeah, you can see all the really pretty, the white is harder to see the glitteries in, I think, but they are all the same like glitter, and they're just very pretty, and I thought that this would be a nice project for it. I am using my continuous join as you go, however you want to call it, to piece them together instead of sewing them or anything. So here's a good chance for you to see. So it just looks like you whip stitched it kind of, right? And the back is also just flat. So as you can see, I am certain that my continuous join is linked down below because that's something I usually have in all of mine. And this is just a variation of it. It's doing it as you go instead of having a bunch of squares in the video and doing them. But I will do a tutorial on this. Even if I don't do this for Christmas, I will still do a video on the continuous join. The continuous join as you go. So I was working on this, and I think that might be all of my makes right now and all of my projects right now, at least that I have to show. I am still working on a Halloween blanket that I very much want to show you guys because I have another, in my opinion, really cool join. And then I'll do a tutorial for that too. Like my list of tutorials are growing despite the fact that my time is staying still. But I do have plans to do a lot of that and get it out there for you guys. So just bear with me, stick around, and we'll get in a routine with the puppies and everything, and I will be able to get a little more going probably after the holidays too. Like will be a good, I know that's not practical for doing like a tree skirt or the tree decoration, but I just meant for tutorials in general. Probably after the holidays we'll straighten it out, you know what I mean? So bear with me, if you will, bear with me. Oh, I did my nails too. I don't know how well, because I know you can see like the shine to them, but I don't know how well you can see the actual sparkle on them. This is like a top coat with sparkles in and a sparkly nail polish that's black, but I got it from, oh, it's a website. ilnp.com. I love nail polish, right? They have a bunch of cool ones. This was a Halloween one. So, yeah, I finally got my nails done. Well, I did my own nails. I mean, not got them done. And, I showed you guys in another video my Funko Stranger Things that I started getting. Well, I'm starting to get some more in. You can actually see the edge of the box right here. But I'll save that also for a different video because I have a couple more that are going to be coming very soon. So I will wait and then show you all my new arrivals. But I have been getting some Stranger Things stuff. And let me say, while I was finding one of these in the store, I came across, this is going to be in this video instead of the Stranger Things video. I came across, Walmart has like a Netflix shop area that is in my store. It's in the electronics section, and it is next to the DVDs. It's kind of like in between two different areas of DVDs on the same wall. And they were not fully stocked. They were either terribly sold out or not fully stocked. My bet is not fully stocked because I hadn't seen this the week before, so it's not like it's been there for a long time. But they had like the vinyl Stranger Things album, the music of season 4. I think it was season 4. It might be season 1. But it's one of them anyway, on vinyl. They had those. They had some Light Brights still, which I did not get the Light Bright with all the different Stranger Things. I keep telling myself I don't need every single Stranger Things thing. And then when I get home, I'm like, I kind of wish I got the Light Bright. But they had those there. They had some of the Hopper nesting dolls. They had quite a few of those. So I think they got them back in stock because I'm pretty sure they didn't have that many from the last time they had them. They had 2 advent calendars that were for shows I have not heard of on Netflix. But they did not have a Stranger Things one, so either that wasn't in stock, or that wasn't a thing, or that was sold out. I don't know which. It may not be a thing, maybe. I don't know. But they had a cassette for the soundtrack also. And cassettes are like becoming things, which I didn't realize. Like, I mean, they were things, obviously, but like Damon and I watch Rhett and Link Good Mythical Morning. I know some of you guys are fans and familiar. If you're not, you should check them out if you like just like funny talk show kind of things. Like me and Damon are both big fans. But anyway, my favorite of the two, which is Rhett, has his own solo album, and which is coming in the mail because Damon bought it for me. But he offers it on like vinyl too, but like vinyl, CD, and then he offers it on cassette. I didn't get the cassette because I'm like, I don't have any other cassettes. I don't have a cassette player anymore. But like I am that weirdo that loved I love the 80s, but I loved cassettes. I loved VCR tapes, like videotapes. I still say that I want to tape something if it comes on instead of like TiVoing it or DVRing it. I still say that. So I'm actually kind of excited about that. I know it's weird, and I'm still in that like phase where I want to just keep getting rid of things instead of bringing them in. So I feel like I have to get rid of a lot more stuff before I go and like buy a cassette player, or like, because they Walkmans are a thing again. Like I saw them on Amazon, right? But before I go do anything like that, I want to start getting rid of more stuff rather than getting it. I'm off topic. The point is they had a cassette of the soundtrack, and the other thing that they had, I could not resist. They had Stranger Things Christmas cards. How cool is that? I love it. They were pricey. Anybody that gets these, please know that I love you, because they were so pricey. They only had 1 pack, which is good, because otherwise I probably would have gotten more. And I'm going to say that I'm keeping one of each of these for myself. Sorry, unless somebody else buys them and sends me one, like I'll keep that card instead. It doesn't have to be a blank one, but so there's 3 different designs. There is this really sweet scene with the original group of kids around the fireside, and they're playing D&D. Elle's got her waffles. There's like the Merry Christmas lights back here, or the lights spelling out Merry Christmas. There's a picture of Muse up here. Amongst the family pictures, there's a picture of Will, and it's upside down. It's so wrong. There's Dart. It's nestled by the fire. There's Steve's baseball bat over here. There's the drawings that Will did in season 2 right here when he was possessed. Oh, there's a picture of Hopper up here, and there's his badge in a frame right here. There's a Hawkins High School picture on the mantle. There's a Palace Arcade. It's like a Christmas card, but it's the Palace Arcades. There's a bunch of just little Easter eggs. There's the bear trap that Nancy and Jonathan got. The star on top of the tree is a Demogorgon. I could look at this all day. And in fact, it casts a shadow, or there's something off to the side that is the Demogorgon, because his hand is on there, and I don't see what would be his hand. So maybe he's just off to the side. There's a bunch more. There's a lot of cool stuff on here. Like there's some ornaments. I'm just going to shut up because they're all cool, right? And then this one, the snowman is Hopper. Isn't that adorable? And obviously there's Dart and Will and the mind flayers in the back. There's a ton. I'm not going to point out every single little Easter egg that's on all of these. I went crazy with the first one. But there's that one. And then the last one is beautiful. I've seen this art before, so it's kind of an upside down Christmas tree on the Demogorgon, but there's Steve's bat down here as like the tree trunk. And then way down here is the little figure of the Demogorgon, like the D&D figure. Isn't that cool? The back even says Stranger Things because it's a Netflix, and what's the word I'm looking for? It is approved, but a Netflix approved item. So those would be my Christmas cards. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to send out regular Christmas cards too because there's only so many in a pack, and if I'm keeping one of each, just know that I love you if you get that. I love you guys anyway, but there's only so many to go around. But yeah, so I'm trying to think, but I think I've actually covered everything. I think this was podcast worthy. I think this is going to be a Hooks and Broomsticks crochet podcast. So thank you for sticking with me through this podcast. I know that we're steadily approaching 3,100 because I had broke my 3,000 in October. So we're steadily approaching 3,100 subscribers. I'm very excited. I am on I have like hashtag road to 5K in my description for a hashtag. But I'm very excited. I hope everybody that is joining is having a good time and that you are glad you're here. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad everybody, my OGs, have stuck around. Just really thankful for all you guys. And yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that I said that. And I think it's a good time to end on a happy note. And I will talk to you guys again very soon. I love you guys.